Hello everyone, Namaste. I hope you all are extremely healthy and safe and your family around you is also healthy. Today we'll be talking about something that we use so often in our routine lives, stress. It's so easily we say, I'm really stressed, it's not happening. I'm so stressed. So I have come up with a couple of asanas that are my personal favorite that I like to do when I'm really stressed. So let's get started. Whenever we do pranayam, this is something that I tell everybody, try and keep your posture absolutely relaxed, your spine nice and elongated. Try and keep your shoulders rolled back. You don't want your chest cavity to be sinking in, right? Nicely roll back your shoulders. You can gently rest your hands on your thighs. Take a few deep breaths before you start your pranayams. Calm your breath. Also make sure when you're inhaling, your abdomen should come out. If it's not happening on its own, consciously do it. Exhale. By this, you're just generally giving a little more space for your lungs to expand and all the more oxygen, all the more air to fill into your lungs. The first pranayam that we'll be doing is Anulom Vilom. Place both your middle finger onto your left nostril, the other hand in Gyan Mudra. Now take a deep breath from your right nostril. Now close your right nostril with your right thumb. Exhale from your left nostril. Now inhale from your left. Close your left nostril. Exhale from your right. The next pranayam that I feel is extremely beneficial to overcome stress is Udgeeth Pranayama, also called Om chanting. Again, both your hands in mudra, or you can keep your hands on your sternum like this. Make sure you don't entangle your thumbs. All five fingers, your thumbs and your forefingers joined together. Take a deep breath. And open your eyes. If you feel any kind of uneasiness, any kind of dizziness, keep your eyes open. Try and practice Om chanting in the morning, empty stomach, done best. Try not do it sometime in the evening or post 7 in the evening. It tends to energize your body a lot. So that may hamper with your sleep. And the third pranayam that I feel is extremely beneficial is Bhramari, one of my favorite. Again, you can either keep your hands in Gyan Mudra on your thighs and take a deep breath. While exhaling, I want you to make a humming sound. Keep your mouth closed. Another variation of Bhramari is to keep both your middle fingers on your eyelids, the index finger above your eyebrows, and the tiny finger between your nose and your upper lip. And with your thumbs, you gently close your ears like this. Now make sure that you're not exerting any kind of pressure anywhere on the face. Take a deep breath again. If you feel any kind of uneasiness, any kind of dizziness in this variation, you can switch back to resting your hands on your thighs. If you still feel uneasy, dizzy, take a small break, maybe keep your eyes open, but try and focus on your breath. Try and maintain a focus on your breath in all the pranayams because it's also very meditative. Make sure that your mind is not wandering anywhere. Let's move to asanas. One of my personal favorite to combat stress is Balasana, also called the child's pose. I would need you to sit in Vajrasana for this. Both your toes touching each other, your heels slightly wide and your hips nicely resting on your heels. Again, your spine nicely tall and elongated. Inhale, If you want, you can lift your hands. Otherwise, we can just generally rest them on our thighs. Inhale, take a deep breath. As you exhale, very gently start bending forward, resting your chest onto your thighs. Keep your hands nice extended, your forearms and your hands resting on the mat, and your forehead gently comes to rest too. Stay there for a few breaths. On inhale again, very gently with lifting your head, slowly start coming back into Vajrasana. Now if you find yourself while trying to bend forward, lifting from your heels, while you're trying to touch your head, grab a cushion, place it in between your ankles and your thighs. Inhale again, exhale, bend forward. You would probably be somewhere here with your cushion in between your legs. You can also grab a block or anything that looks something like this. Place it depending on the height that you need. Inhale, and as you exhale, just rest your forehead down here. Adjust the height accordingly and just try and relax. Another variation, also very calming, is with your knees wide. So take a deep breath again. Open your knees as wide as you can. Exhale, just bend forward. What we'll do next is Paschimottanasana. I need you to essentially sit with your legs straight in front of you. Make sure that your feet are not pointed out. Try and keep them gently flexed inwards. Your back absolutely straight. That's the most important thing. Now most of the people do it like this, which is also okay but not very healthy for your spine. So what I really suggest everyone is, if you have something like a dupatta or this yoga strap or a block, you can start with placing the block under your knees. So your knees are slightly bent. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Keeping your back absolutely flat, shoulders nicely rolled back, bend forward. Find your shins, your ankles or your toes, whatever is comfortable for you to hold. And then very gently try and get your chest and your abdomen to rest on your thighs. Your head can just gently fall back. Make sure this is not what you're doing. We don't want to hunch. Nicely keep your back straight and let your head rest. When you feel more confident, more comfortable, you can remove the block and eventually try and straighten your legs completely. Or you can grab a strap and wrap it around your toes like this. Make sure it's not too high, not too low, right under the balls of the feet. Take a deep breath. It's perfectly fine if you find yourself somewhere here. We don't have to go all the way down. Try and maintain a flat back. You will automatically feel a very good stretch behind your thighs, behind your calves. If you feel comfortable, maybe walk your hands a little more close, but maintain a straight back. And inhale, come up after a few breaths. The next asana that we'll do is the traditional standing forward bending, also called Uttanasana. Place both your feet together, hands by the sides. On inhale, raise your hands above your head. Gently stretch upwards in order to elongate your spine. Exhale, keeping your back absolutely straight, bend forward and let your head fall. Now a lot of people find themselves here or here, which is something that we need to avoid doing. So find something that will give you an elevation or blocks, whatever is comfortable. You can again start with inhaling and exhale, keeping your back absolutely flat. Place both your hands onto the block like this. Now you can gently rest your head down because that is what we are trying to achieve. As and when, if you feel the need, you can also bend your knees and try and get your abdomen, your chest slightly more towards your thighs. Make sure your knees are not crossing the line of your ankles. They remain above your ankles. And you try and bend forward with your back absolutely straight. Your head can just gently fall. This asana is so amazing to overcome stress because the blood flow is a lot more in the upper half of your body, in the chest cavity, in the brain, and it gives an instant relief, instant sense of calm to your body. If you feel the need, you can remove the blocks, keep your knees bent and just stay here. With practice, slowly you can start straightening your legs, and on inhale, flatten your back. Inhale, raise your hands above your head, stretch upwards, and exhale, bring them down. Incorporate this asana in your practice for 3 to 4 times to begin with. You can start with something like 15 to 20 seconds and gradually increase as and when your body allows. Alright, my personal favorite is this asana, also called Viparita Karani or legs up the wall. Start with sitting super close to the wall. Lie down onto your back like this, and then very gently roll and get your legs up against the wall. Now, I would ideally want you to get as close to the wall as you can, but if your hamstrings don't allow that, you can maybe stay slightly away from the wall. What I want you to do is, if you have blocks, gently lift your hips and place a block underneath your lower back and let it rest. You can also use 1 or 2 cushions depending on the kind of height that you want to achieve. Now what this does is that the entire blood flow is reversed and there's a rush of blood towards the upper half of your body, which gives better functioning of your entire chest cavity to your brain functions, and it brings your body to an instant calm, instant relief. You can keep your hands by the sides like this, or you can very gently just rest your hands behind. But this posture is meant to be extremely relaxing, so no stretching. Just stay there for at least 5 to 10 minutes. You can do this every day and you'll see wonderful results. I usually like to end my practice with Shavasana, but it can be practiced even otherwise. Also very good for relieving your entire nervous system, bringing a calm to your mind, hence reducing the stress. Turn to your side like this and lie down on your back. Make sure you incorporate this as a daily practice. Always sleep like this. Now very gently spread your legs, spread your arms. Your palms should be facing the ceiling. Make sure there's no part of your body which is strained. Relax each and every part, relax each and every muscle in your body. Let your hands curl if they feel like, and take a few deep breaths here. Try and focus on your breath. For a lot of people, Shavasana is sleeping, but let's burst that myth now. It's not sleeping. Take a deep breath and exhale. If you find unnecessary thoughts entering your mind, let them just pass and get back to your breath. Practice this for 5 minutes. Alright, so these are my personal favorite for a stressed day. Incorporate these pranayams and asanas in your practice, and stay healthy, stay safe. Namaste.